Well, I got one last thing, and this could be controversial. We may lose all our fans. Our Patreon may fucking plummet here.
All right, jizz in my ass.
I'm going to try to keep it to a dull roar here, but I get on the train the other day, and as I just missed. You're talking about catching these great things with a lady gets hit by a car, another lady gets tackled. I just missed something spicy. I caught the very end of it. I caught the exclamation point, but missed the sentence, if you know what I mean.
All right, I like it.
That might be the most brilliant thing I've ever said in my life.
That was poetic. Beautiful.
Really happy with the exclamation, missed the sentence thing. You ever have that happen where something comes out and you're like, hey, that was pretty good?
Yeah. Once I had a huge load.
But anyway, so I'm getting on the train. I'm getting on the N train. Just got off the 7. I transfer to the N at Queensboro Plaza, and as I'm getting on, a lady comes out and goes. She's wearing a mask, and she says to two guys, two like mooks, like fucking Queensy, white Italian-ish guys maybe, or whatever. I don't know what they were, but they were just, regular old mook guys.
I hear you.
She's coming off, and she goes, yeah, well, okay, sir, whatever. I couldn't quite make out what she said, but it was something, whatever. And then he said, yeah, right here. I got your mask right here. And he pointed to his dick, which didn't quite make sense.
Old school.
Yeah, so I guess his mask was on his dick. It doesn't hold up to examination.
Sure.
So they must have got into it because these two guys were the no mask on the subway guys, and he's giving her the yeah right here my dick, and it's frustrating because now I get on the subway and they're having their we don't wear mask conversations, and he's like it's not illegal, fuck her, whatever. I hate the no mask on the subway guys. The whole mask thing, we can get in a debate another time, whatever, whatever. I don't like wearing the mask. It's not great. Outside, I don't worry about it too much unless I'm walking through a restaurant, whatever the fuck.
Sure.
But these guys on the subway, I hate this thing. Like, can you just help us out?
Right.
We're doing it on the subway. There's plenty of science. All the scientists are saying we're doing this thing. Either way, we're living in a society.
Yes, be a team player. Nobody wants to wear it, but the subway tube is at 4 feet by 10 feet. Like it's a test tube on wheels.
It's a tube, and they think they're cool. They think they're like tough. Like the guy's like, yeah, I don't wear no mask, and it's like strangely like homophobic. Like he's like, I ain't no queer wearing a mask, and you're like, well, could you do it just for? And then they like, you fucking sheep. You're all sheep. And I'm like, you're a sheep for a game show host. I'm a sheep for a doctor and a scientist.
Right.
I'm a sheep. I'm following doctors and scientists and a society. We're all like, okay, let's do this. This is what they're saying. Let's try this out. Hopefully this will help. Everyone's saying this will be good. Yep. You're a sheep for a fucking reality star. You're the sheep.
Yes, and that guy now has COVID.
Exactly. Of course, because they're all fucking hanging out. The whole gang of them has it.
Right.
Which is hilarious, by the way. And you're just like, you're not a tough guy. You're not cool. You think you're tough or cool or whatever. And it's this thing of like, there's fucking sheep. And then like, do you stop at stop signs?
Right.
Are you a pussy? Why are you stopping at the stop sign?
Interesting.
Because you don't want to take someone else out because we're living in a society, you fucking idiot mook. You're not fucking cool. Just put the fucking mask on and then wear it inside and sit in a restaurant. Do whatever you want, but this is a collective area. It's a shared space.
Yes, public transit.
You fucking douche. I hate that they think they're like, I'm fucking too smart to that.
Right.
Shut up, you fucking idiot.
And speaking of homophobic, wouldn't it be less gay to wear a mask because no dick can get in your mouth? It's like a dick wall.
Good point.
Aha. Dick Wall, a great lawyer.
I think he ran for office. But anyway, and he's like the guy that's like, yeah, your mask is right here. I'm like, ooh, you told an old lady to suck your dick. You're so brave.
Oh,
Shut up.
What a queef. It's funny, too, speaking of masks, like, there's a couple old broads walking around my neighborhood. They've probably been living there since the 40s, and they will yell at you if you're not wearing a mask. But I noticed they won't yell at the black guys, which I love. I love seeing stuff like that.
Yeah, the yell at the people with no mask is also silly. You're like, just go on the other end of the train, just avoid them, whatever.
Right.
That's all silly, and don't get me wrong. I could be more whatever. I mean, we go to the movie theater. I'm like, I'm up here. He's way over there. But the subway, it's tight, and we're all in there. It's crammed in. I mean, not crammed, but it's getting pretty crowded on the subway.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It is,
I'm
and
gonna
it's
get-
also funny how things change. Like before, it was like, there's a guy jerking it. Let's switch cars. Now it's, all right, let's go to the car with the guy jerking it because he's wearing a mask.
right. I
And
just
he's
hate
not.
this whole angle of like, you're a sheep. You're like this. You're a sheep. You're
Right.
reading the alternative. You're like, well, I'm not gonna wear. Yeah, because someone else said not to. You fucking asshole. You're a sheep.
Exactly.
And-
And be a sheep and not die.
Right. Yeah. I'm just trying to be part of the fucking solution here. We're trying to
Right.
be together as a unit here.
Yes, team player.
Love a team.
Good point. I mean, who knows? I mean, those guys, they probably are those same kind of guys who like peel out in parking lots.
Exactly. They're the same exact guy. They're fucking and they fix their car so it's louder. It's the exact same guys.
Right.
You're like, ooh, I want to suck his dick. Shut up. You fucking stink. You stink.
Also, we should not hold back on the ladies who fuck these guys. Those gals are clueless as well.
I hate the women that fuck these guys. It's the reason those guys exist. If you just stopped fucking these meatballs, you wouldn't have guys with fucking driving around all like peeling out at green lights and wearing fucking flat-billed hats that are over here. Like, just knock it off.
Yep. Knock it off. Get it together. Grow up. And that guy's got a kid, and then that thing just goes and goes forever.
Yeah, they're the same people that they go to a house and you're like, hey, we take our shoes off. He's like, no, I'm going to wear my shoes in the house. You're like, all right, I guess. Just,
Right.
I hate
It's my
those
house.
guys.
You're coming to my house.
They're the same guys that you go, I'm having a party over my place if you want to come. They're like, why don't we do it at my place? Why
Right.
doesn't everyone change their plans and come to my house? That's
Yes.
the kind of guy that is.
The plan changer. Nobody likes that guy.
Hate the plan changer.
Planned Parenthood.